How 10 can prevent stroke. The Miracle Oil, a doctor takes daily, 30-minute audiobook. For 15 years, I've operated on countless brains. But what ultimately saved my own blood vessels was something that cost just $10. Hello, I'm Dr. Andrew Miller, a 45-year-old neurosurgeon. Today, I'm revealing a shocking truth that hospitals never tell you. The second leading cause of death, cardiovascular and cerebrovascular disease. Among them, the most terrifying is stroke. It can be more painful than cancer or dementia because it completely destroys the quality of your remaining life. I see elderly patients every day who cannot lift a single spoonful of rice with their own hands, only shedding tears. But today, I'm giving you hope. With a $10 miracle, you can enjoy an independent retirement for life. Part 1. The Doctor's Own Crisis. A warning came to me too about my brain vessel health. It was when I was in my late 30s, 5 years into my specialist practice. All-night surgeries, on-call duties. My body was extremely exhausted, and I habitually ate fried foods and processed snacks. One night, suddenly one of my eyes became blurry. It disappeared in seconds, but this was a transient ischemic attack, a very small warning sign of stroke. Days later, I experienced the worst headache of my life. I immediately scanned my own brain. Fortunately, no major disease was found, but my blood was already thick and sticky, and my blood pressure was elevated. This shocking experience gave me a tremendous realization. The solution wasn't expensive drugs or surgery, but changing the oil in my kitchen, a $10 miracle. Part 2. What is stroke? Our blood vessels are the path of life from the heart to the brain. There are two main types of stroke: hemorrhagic stroke, where vessels burst, and ischemic stroke, where vessels are blocked. Hemorrhagic strokes were more common in the past, but now ischemic strokes occur much more frequently. Your brain is only 2% of your body weight, but uses 25% of the blood your heart pumps. If your brain loses blood supply for just 3 minutes, damage begins. After 5 minutes, brain cells start dying. After 10 minutes, irreversible damage occurs. The cells responsible for your memory, thoughts, and movements disappear forever at a rate of 1.9 million per minute. Stroke can be more painful than cancer. Cancer is painful, but your mind remains intact. But stroke completely destroys the quality of your remaining life. Speech becomes slurred, limbs won't move as you wish, and you suffer the mental anguish of becoming a burden to your loved ones. What troubles me most is that most of this tragedy could have been prevented. If only we had known a little earlier. If only we had changed our eating habits slightly. Part 3. Oil is the problem. Why do our blood vessels keep getting blocked? Blocked vessels mean blood becomes sticky, and inflammation and debris accumulate on vessel walls. I analyzed the lifestyle habits and diets of countless patients. Among all causes, it's a very small habit in your kitchen: choosing the wrong oil. A colleague doctor I studied with started taking high blood pressure medication before turning 40. He didn't neglect exercise, but he ate instant food, fried in cheap oil and bread containing margarine. Eventually, he suffered a minor stroke, and continues to suffer from constant dizziness and recurring headaches. I realized desperately low-quality oil is the most dangerous poison that plants the complacency of surely I'll be fine. From then on, I found the answer in daily small habits, throwing away bad oil and replacing it with good oil. This change eliminated my irregular dizziness and headaches within a month, and significantly improved my blood test results. Part 4. First miracle oil: olive oil. Reduces stroke risk by 41%. That's olive oil. Olive oil is like a blood vessel cleaner. The good fat, called oleic acid, dramatically lowers inflammation levels in our blood vessels, reduces bad cholesterol while increasing good cholesterol responsible for vessel cleaning, and prevents blood clots from forming. In a French study that followed over 7,600 elderly people aged 65 and above for 5 years, those who frequently consumed olive oil had a 41% lower risk of stroke. At this level, it can be called medically proven preventive medicine. For an elderly patient suffering from high cholesterol, I recommended adding a spoonful of extra virgin olive oil to yogurt or tofu every morning. After 6 months, bad cholesterol levels dropped significantly, allowing us to reduce medication. Doctor, just changing 1 spoonful of oil changed my body. That small habit saved the blood vessels. Using olive oil is simple. First, you must choose extra virgin. A small bottle for around $10 is sufficient. Second, add 1 spoonful to yogurt. Tofu or salad on an empty stomach in the morning. 1 spoonful a day is enough. Third, never heat it. Never use it for frying. Fourth, store in a dark, cool place and consume within 2 to 3 months after opening. Part 5. Second miracle oil, Perilla oil. Perilla oil is the champion of brain cell protection. It contains over 60% alpha-linolenic acid, an omega-3 fatty acid, the highest level among vegetable oils. Our bodies cannot produce omega-3 on their own. It must be obtained from food. Research by the Rural Development Administration and Pusan National University found that omega-3 in perilla oil has excellent effects in protecting brain cells and helps improve learning ability and memory. It especially strongly prevents blood clots from forming and helps protect and regenerate brain cells that deteriorate with age. For an elderly patient complaining of mild memory decline instead of expensive supplements, I prescribed 1 spoonful of raw perilla oil daily. A month later, the frequency of losing items decreased, and the speed of finding words during conversation noticeably improved. 2 principles for consuming perilla oil. First, it must be consumed raw. It's very sensitive to heat and should never be used for stir-frying or deep-frying. Add a spoonful at the end to seasoned vegetables or bibimbap. Second, it must be refrigerated. It easily deteriorates when exposed to air or light. Consume within 2 months after opening, and if it smells musty, discard it immediately. 1 spoonful of olive oil and 1 spoonful of perilla oil. This is the miracle obtainable with a $10 investment. Part 6. 3 toxic oils to throw away immediately. No matter how much good oil you consume, it's useless if you continue consuming bad oils. More urgent than eating good oil is stopping bad oil. First, margarine and processed fats. Margarine contains the worst enemy of blood vessels, trans fats. They sharply increase bad cholesterol and decrease good cholesterol. They cause inflammation in vessel walls and rapidly progress atherosclerosis. The World Health Organization recommends completely eliminating them. Margarine often hides in bread, cookies, and snacks. Throw it away immediately. Second, cheap refined vegetable oils. Refined oils like canola oil, corn oil, and soybean oil are made through chemical processing at high temperatures. Good nutrients are destroyed, and harmful substances are created. They especially contain a lot of omega-6, and we're already consuming too much omega-6 from instant foods. Excessive omega-6 causes vessel inflammation and leads to stroke. Third, reused frying oil. Reusing leftover frying oil from home cooking is very dangerous. Oil spoils very quickly once exposed to high heat, and using it 2 or 3 times accumulates toxic substances. Oils in instant noodles, snacks, and bread are also mostly bad fats. Cheap oil is purchased cheaply, but vessels are damaged expensively. Trying to save a few dollars can lead to stroke later, costing hundreds of thousands in medical bills. Throw them away immediately. Part 7. 8 lifestyle habits to prevent stroke. Besides changing oil, lifestyle improvement is essential. Here are 8 habits that provide powerful preventive effects, with almost no cost. 1. Drink 2 glasses of water immediately upon waking. 2. Walk for just 30 minutes a day. 3. Sleep at least 7 hours. 4. Reduce salt intake. 5. Use your hands frequently. 6. Talk often with family and friends. 7. Learn something new. 8. Stabilize blood pressure with 4 to 7 to 8 breathing. Part 8. Emergency response. The golden time of 4.5 hours. No matter how well you prevent, stroke can still occur. How quickly you respond determines life or death. You must receive treatment within 4.5 hours after symptoms begin. Missing this window means brain cells die at 2 million per minute, making recovery difficult. Doctors worldwide use a simple test. Remember just 3 things: face, arm, speech. Face smile in front of a mirror. If one corner of the mouth droops, it's a danger sign. Arm raise both arms. If one arm droops, it's a red flag. Speech if you can't say a simple sentence properly. Your brain is calling for help. Time if these symptoms appear, call 911 immediately. Part 9. Conclusion. Start today. Today, as a neurosurgeon, I've shown you how to prevent stroke. It's not advanced medicine, but something in your kitchen. Here are the 4 key points. 1. 1 spoonful each of olive oil and perilla oil daily. 2. Throw away margarine and cheap refined oils. 3. Practice the 8 habits every day. 4. Remember the face, arm, speech rule. A $10 investment can prevent a lifetime of suffering. I sincerely hope you never end up on my operating table. I hope you're laughing healthily with family 10 and 20 years from now. That future begins with your choice today. A $10 miracle. Changing one spoonful of oil. That's the surest way to save your brain. Protect your vessels and protect your family. Start today. A healthy tomorrow begins with today's small practice. Thank you.